Hey guys, good morning. Today I want to dive a little bit into psychology and how you can use psychology and the way people think for marketing. We do this all the time where we kind of use this core kind of psychological triggers and different things that people cannot get away from. They're just like, it's just wired into your human body. And so as marketers, you can kind of use this can be used in a manipulated way, but you can actually use it for good too. And that's where, this is a whole study you can get into. There's so much you can do with this, but let's talk about one specific thing, and that is people want what they can't have. And this is a really powerful principle that you can use in marketing. Generally, as marketers, or if you're selling music, or if you're an artist, you want to plug your music, you want to expose it to a lot of people, and you keep telling people, here's my music, here's my music, here's my music. And what ends up happening is people generally are just tired of that. They're just like, oh, you keep shoving this thing down my throat. But when you switch that up and you're like, I have this thing, but that you cannot get access to, people want that almost. And you can use that in a specific way to get people hyped about things or get people excited. Now, the downside to this is, if you do that, on the other hand, when you finally do give it to them, if they don't like it, you've let them down, they're never going to come back. So you got to make sure whatever you're like holding back and saying no to people, no, you can't have this. It's really good when they get it. They got to be satisfied when they get it. If the music's not good, you're just kind of you've lost that person forever. So there's a lot of different things we can get into using the power, or using this kind of this idea of people want what they can't have, using that in marketing. So one of the ways that really is helpful that we've been seeing is, for example, if you use email, right? If you're using email and you're reaching out to your fans via email and you're collecting all these emails, one of the things that really works, this works in multiple areas, but one way is like, sending out an email to people and saying, all the people that didn't open your emails, you send them an email saying, hey, if you didn't open my emails in the past 2 months, you're probably not interested in the content that I'm sending you, or not interested in my music, or, depending on how frequently you send. If you're sending emails only once a year and they don't open it, that's on you. But if you're an artist and you have an email list and you're emailing everybody at least once a month and someone's not open for 5 months, group those people. Any email platform out there, you can group the people that haven't opened your emails. Send their email saying, hey, I saw that you haven't opened your emails. I'm going to take you off our list. Seems like you don't want our content. Is that okay? And this is kind of aggressive, but it actually is really helpful. So just tell people, if you are interested, and maybe the subject line's like, you're going to be unsubscribed from my list or something, and at the end, just tell them, like, if you're, either have a form they can fill out or some way of them indicating, no, I'm still interested, and anybody that doesn't open that email, just like take them off their list. And what you're doing is, because you take them off your list, you're kind of cleaning your email list. And that's really good for email specifically, because when you send a mass, when you're sending 5,000 or 100,000 people emails, if you have a high number of those people not opening it, Google and all these other email platforms that people are using to receive the emails, they look at that as spam, and they put it in the spam folder. And so your emails end up going to spam and not even reaching your actual fans that really want to see your emails. So it's good to you're kind of using this strategy. First of all, you're saying, if you're not interested in my content, I'm going to take it away from you. And so a lot of people will be like, no, wait, sorry, I didn't, don't take me off your list, I'm still interested. But there'd be a small percentage that might say, you know what, I'm not interested, and that's okay. And what ends up happening is you're cleaning your list. So that's a quick example. I can go to a million examples. Here's another example. This is very different and out there, but there's an Instagram artist that I know about that kind of made their Instagram private, and anytime somebody follows them, they manually message them and say, where'd you hear my music? I'm not accepting anyone. I'm just accepting people that are actually interested in my music. So if you're kind of like a average fan, you can't follow them on Instagram. You have to be like, oh, and maybe in their bio, they'll be like, send me a list of the 3 favorite songs of mine, that you like. Then I'll accept you. Otherwise, I'm not going to accept you. So they almost like keeping people away from the Instagram, which is so different, right, from everyone else. Everyone else is like, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And this artist is saying, no, you gotta be legit fan, cares about my music, then only I'm gonna let you in. Otherwise, I'm not gonna let you in. And what's crazy is it helps them in multiple ways. It's kind of like this thing where people want that, and because they don't have it. So when they do get in, they value it. They want to see your content. And most importantly, all the people that did get in are legit fans, and their engagement is super high. This person's engagement is crazy high. They get so many likes, so many comments. They don't have their engagement to follower rate is really good. So anytime they put content, it reaches everybody. Their Instagram is really healthy. So kind of just think of this idea of, people want what they can't have. How can you use that for your music, for your marketing, to kind of hold something back? It's kind of like dating, and this is true, this is just human nature. If you're interested in a guy or a girl, and they say no to you, and you like them, you're way more, kind of hooked in than if they were just like, yeah, totally. It's like there's this is just human nature. So the power of this is really amazing. You can use it in so many different ways. Again, you can use it for good, you can use it for bad. Use it for good, guys. We want to be good marketers. We want to be respectful of people's time and energy and mind. And so that's something, that's a tip for today. If you have any questions about this, reach out to me. And again, my name is Saren. I'm from Music Masters. Check out our site. We're giving away tips to, how to get music on Spotify, how to get on Spotify playlists, how to get on independent playlists. We give all this stuff for free. So there's a ton of content on there. Reach out to us. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day.